I'm a journeyman.
Suge D is ready for action.
I am your Pan-African champion. I am Suge D.
The Pan-African World Diaspora Champion.
That was something I didn't even think was in the cards for me. There was everybody else that they pegged to have this, but it's mine.
Suge D is the definition of a fighting champion. Ahead of his title defense versus Caprice Coleman, he speaks about his preparation for this historic match.
Preparation for my matches is always a huge thing. And the thing about my style of preparation is, I know a lot of people like to lift weights and some like to lift for show, not to go. That's not been me. I need to be as functional as humanly possible. I'm not an underwear model, I am a professional wrestler. So I'm here to do a job and I have to be effectively able to do that job. So of course there's grappling on the mats, there's striking, but I like to go a little unorthodox. I love yoga. Yoga to me is very important and it's a cornerstone of my training. It's so huge to me because it's a test of your mental ability. It's a test of your resolve. It's a test of being able to tense a muscle and hold it beyond the limits that a normal person will be able to do. It's a test of patience. Patience is such a huge thing in this business, in and out of the ring. I get asked a lot about the kind of schedule that I keep and how I'm holding up. And, you know, even as we're filming this, I've got cuts on my fingers and cuts that you can't even see right now from matches that I just got back from to be able to go ahead and even film this. I'm used to my schedule. I am built to go. I say that again. I'm functional. One of the biggest things to me is it's no good to look like $1 million, but you can't spend it.
After ending the historic reign of Theodore, Suge D became the second champion in its lineage, ending a road of challenges and self-doubt.
There are times I didn't even believe that I'd be in a position to be able to hold this and carry this and wield it so proudly, and this is mine. So all that self-doubt, all that talk in the back of my head about what I can't do, nah, that don't work for me anymore, especially not for 2024. This is a time of celebration. It's a time of concentration. It's a time of testing myself against the very best talent that I can get in the ring with. So that leads us to Caprice Coleman. I've always wanted to be in the ring with that holy grail of an opponent that I never thought would happen. The timelines didn't match up, the geography didn't match up, the places didn't match up. And now we're here. An interview, an insult, an ego, a need to protect that ego. And here we are, Caprice.
Also watching this match with championship aspirations is the imposing figure, O'Shea Edwards.
A lot of people are really calling me stupid because why would you have a match with Caprice Coleman knowing that the very next day you've got a match with O'Shea Edwards, an opponent that I've gone against many times, a man who has limitless power potential and the Boom IA Fight Club backing him up. He could literally destroy me or Caprice Coleman the very next night. You can ask me all day about Caprice and O'Shea. I still got plenty of matches before them. I'm not even thinking about them right away. I'm doing this because it is my obligation as a professional to be here to tell you how I feel about what's going on. But I still got opponents that I gotta think about every weekend before I even get to them. I am so glad that they've got their contracts to be able to sit on, or they have their secondary jobs where they can just chill and they can get everything going. This is what I do every weekend. If I had to worry about my opponent for next week when I'm in this week, I would be in a terrible position, and I am not. I don't have time to sit and worry about those things. I live in the present, I live in the now, and I live in the confident. And when I say I live in the confident, that means throw whoever the hell you want in front of me. I'm gonna get past them so I can get to the next date. But I'll be fair. What happens if Caprice Coleman beats Suge D? You're gonna have to tell me. You're gonna have to put some VR shades on or something like that. I mean, hell, you could write a story. They got a great series known as What If. Maybe you might wanna write a story and submit it to that, because in this reality, the one that we live in, that will be a timeline that never happens. It can't happen, it won't happen. Because as long as I've got this, I will get past Caprice Coleman, I will get past everybody that's before him, and then when I go to deal with O'Shea Edwards, I'm gonna climb that mountain too.
In the match for the ages, the lingering question is if the champion Suge D can put his feelings aside and focus on the challenger that is also his idol.
Am I going to have the killer instinct to be able to look somebody in the eye that I truly admire? How many examples do we have in this business of a great father, a loving husband? He recently made his debut and he made time to tag team with his own son so that they were able to have that moment together. I didn't grow up with a father. I would have killed just to be able to get any kind of time with my dad, let alone tag team with him. You are everything that I think is great about this business before and after the bell rings. But when that bell rings, you're just another dude trying to take what's mine. Another dude that's either got to tap or get pinned. I can respect you after the fact, but the respect is going to be you shaking my hand and recognizing me as the better athlete, as the better wrestler, no matter what age you're in. You understand me? You could be ageless for another 100 years if that's what it takes. I could be dead in the ground and you could still be here. Exhume my body, revive me, bring me back. My zombified corpse could still beat you, you understand?
In mere weeks, all questions will be answered. An emotional title defense that could shatter the bond between champion and his idol. Suge reflects during the calm before the storm.
I've thought a lot about what the hardest part about this match is gonna be, and it's not gonna be the time we've gotta put in or how hard we're gonna hit each other or the feelings that we have. It's gonna be the moment after, when they raise my hand in victory and I gotta look my idol in the eye. And I wonder if he's gonna be able to accept the fact that the man that used to idolize him is better. Can you do that for me, Caprice? I guess we gotta find out.